My nephew Nick FaceTime me.
Hey Unc, my friend Ryan needs a loud, mass appealing fragrance for $80. What do you got for me?
And I thought there for a second with my 30 years experience in fragrances and buying fragrances, and I got stumped. But I said, hey, what a better way to make a video than use his FaceTime video. So in this video, I'm going to show you more than 12 great fragrances that you can buy, but there's 4 rules before we can even select one. Rule number 1 is it's got to be mass appealing. Rule number 2, it's got to last long. Rule number 3, it's got to be under $80. Rule number 4, no hyping, no sponsorships, and no talking about my own website. Let's go. The number 1 fragrance I selected for him was Sauvage Elixir, which has licorice, vetiver, patchouli, very spicy. People went hyped crazy on Latafa Assad that smells like this. This is the best version. It's called Arabia Prestige the Brave. It doesn't matter. The fragrance is unliked by a lot of girls and liked by a lot of other girls. So there's 2 different types of chicks that might like it. Which ones do you hang out with? So we say no, plus the price tag on that is way over $80. It's like $200 for that little bottle. This price tag is still $180. It's called Sauvage Parfum. It's a lot more wearable, but it already loses at $180, but I might as well tell you what it smells like. It has a beautiful grapefruit with a splash of vanilla, making it more modern than the old school F-Boy Sauvage, and you could wear it, and if you could find a clone for it, it would be great. The best clone I ever found for it was called the Chic Arabiats, the Chic Handan, but the next one is called Hasivat. This is one of my own personal affinities. Hasivat is like an Aventus DNA, but stronger, very juicy notes in there that just feels like you're smelling dripped pineapple, Birkwood, like dripping off the wood, and that's how it smells. It's gas, it's the slay, it's the slayer, it's lit. This is $400, so that's out the question. If you wanted to find something that smells like it, you could get Rasasi Hawas Black, about $50, but the next fragrance is called Prada Luna Rosa Eau de Parfum with another splash of vanilla in the bottom and some beautiful grapefruit and wood notes in the top. And it has lots of amber extreme, making it the best Prada Luna Rosa Ocean you can buy. The average price tag on this is $140 in the malls, USA, or $80 or $90 or $100 discount site. So we can't cut that. We have to cut that out. Then I thought, why don't I just tell him to get $20 Nautica Voyage, which actually this juice was given to the perfumer of this from his buddy working at D&G, which they made light blue. And he goes, I can't use this light blue. You want it? He goes, yeah, I'll take it. I'll just call it Nautica Voyage. So they were friends. It's really green leaves, green apple. And it does have something called a lotus leaf. And a lotus leaf is like a floral ocean note. And that's what makes it so sexy. And for me, it projects like crazy, even when I'm sweating in the gym. But who wears a fragrance in the gym? I do, and all my friends, so you should too. It doesn't matter what kind you wear. Everyone says to wear this, wear something fruity. It doesn't really matter. You wear what you like. If you like it, it smells good, then wear it. So I'm talking to you, a person that doesn't know about fragrances and trying to sort through all this mess. This is for you, plus for you other guys that are watching me, and you enthusiasts. This is very popular around here. It's very synthetic. It's called Legend Blue. Legend Blue is lavender, mint. It smells like Percival. It gets huge compliments from the Latin chicks with red lipsticks, but it costs about $80. Price is now dropping, and everyone else will tell you to get Legend Spirit because it smells like Invictus Aqua 2016, and this is one of the most favorite fragrances to wear, but it's an aquatic and it's over $80. We're gonna move on now. We're gonna get serious. If you find a fragrance that you really love, you should just buy it. If you like it, buy it. And if you're at the store and your wife likes it or your girlfriend likes it, you should also buy it as well. But main thing is you. Let's move it on. Enough stories. Parfums de Marly Alter is a best fragrance for compliments. It's the most up-to-date. I was actually at a YouTube conference with some of the largest YouTubers, and this guy was sitting next to me, and he recognized me, and he says to me, what's the best fragrance? I'm like, well, first, what is your budget? What kind of fragrance do you like? I said, just tell me this. What do you wear? and he wore this fragrance before I even bought it. He was wearing it already. That tells me that he is very successful and has some money, because this is $400. Out there is like a bunch of cinnamon and some pralines, and it's just delicious. It goes in the direction of the next fragrance I'm going to show you, but it's their take, and it's much more rich and delicious. And if you wanted to, you could find something called Liquid Broom or Latapa Art of Nature 1, or this is the very best fragrance to find to smell like it on a budget, coming in at $59. It's called Armaf Monarch. That's the one I would select. But then we go to my favorite one. We're still not there because the fragrances are not hitting the price point that we need, but they are hitting. Some are missing the 8-hour level, some are hitting the 8-hour. Remember, 3 rules: mass appealing, under 80, and long lasting. This is Karamakawa, mass appealing, under 80, long lasting, but it's not that mass appealing. It's more like an office fragrance. This one as well, Latapa Harma or Harmakawa. This one's more wearable. It's got coffee in it. This one has got just pralines and creams and dates. And this is the one that gets mega compliments. Even I was in Las Vegas by myself walking around the casino while she was upstairs in the room, and a mother and daughter came up to me. I had 7 sprays of this, and they were 20 feet away, and they go, "Oh my God, what do you smell like?" She goes, "Mom, don't ask a stranger that. Dad will be mad." This also has pralines and cream. It's got cognac in it, and I think that's what makes it so special. But it's also $300 for 1.7. And then I found this, the #1 fragrance, no cap, for $39. It's called Portrait. Look at the juice. It's got dates, it's got the cognac, it's got everything you want, and it's sexy. But it's not the one I would choose for Nick's friend. He lives in the Midwest, Chicago, Missouri, Oklahoma, all those type of neighborhoods. Then you think about Versace Eros, but he already has that. So I said, why don't you get Eros Energy? He goes, it's always cold here in our Midwestern states. I said, yeah, this is pretty good. It's a lot of lemon lime smell, but the best one, if you were to think about Versace Eros, I would get the Eros Flame, and this does fit. You can find this at $80 easily. So this is good. It gets compliments, but not as much. It's not as mass appealing. Do you remember those? If you've ever been in Italy, they make these special sodas. I think they call them limonata. It's like a fizzy orange lemon soda. That's what this smells like. Then we move on to like a hyped fragrance, which I told you it's not allowed. So Stronger With You by Armani. Intensely is very hyped, and Absolutely almost made it, but this is $100 in last 7 hours, and it's not loud enough, but it's very, very mass appealing. It's very, very compliment getting. It's very sexy, and anybody, any age, 21. By the way, Nick is like 28 now, and his friend is probably like 24. So we got 24 to 44-year-olds, because he's a web designer, and all that group of people will wear this. It's not a problem. This is advanced information for buying this fragrance called Stronger With You Absolutely. If you have Stronger With You, you get this. If you have Stronger With You Intensely, you don't buy this. It's the same thing, but Intensely is stronger. It's chestnuts, vanilla, it's less aggressive, and it's just beautiful. And this is something I just wanted to bring into this conversation. I've had this so long, it's like matured and macerated. It's called Maison Francis Kurkdjian's Oud Satin Mood. I don't know anything cheaper, but this would be like the longest lasting fragrance on this list. And now we get to the best ones, okay? The best one to get coming in the last 5 fragrances is this. Boss Bottled Absolute. Boss Bottled Absolute now is coming in on the clutch. They're making fragrances so good now. They're in the top. You have Dior, you have Boss now, Prada, like that, Versace. Boss has come up in the top 3 designer fragrances, and Boss Bottled Absolute is one of the most wearable fragrances. It's got leather, patchouli, and everything is blended perfectly. Not too much smoke, not too much dark, but it has dark notes, but it's not too dark, not too smoky. As aggressive as Boss Bottled Elixir, it does last 8 hours, and some people claim 14. Some people claim 16 hours. I'm telling you 8 hours to be nice, but average, everybody's saying 10, 9, 10, 12, 14 hours. Boss Bottle Absolute is the hidden gem that you should get. Price tag is $115. Oh, You just missed it, Nick. You just missed it. Sorry. Another one that your friend would pretty much like is called Jean Paul Gaultier Le Male Elixir, but it doesn't fit the price range. It's $125. It's sweet, vanilla, resins, tobacco, touch of mint. It's delicious. Of course, you could find fragrances like Lionheart by Armav for 50 bucks or this Lattafa garbage for 20 bucks, but don't know what? Hold on a second. This guy Manny is our microwave here. He wants to show you something. What's that? You want to show them last week's stuff? Okay. Don't try this at home. Oh wow, Manny has a real gift for me. Last week we showed you this fragrance and I told you it's not out till August, but I told you to watch this week to find out more about it. This is a clone of Afternoon Swim. This will be priced perfectly for this guy's recommendation, but it doesn't last the 8 hours. It only hit the 7-hour mark, but it smells really good and it'll be perfect for the summer. The next one, Manny just gave me this new Jean Paul Gaultier. It says Le Male Elixir Absolute. Should I open it on camera? Yes, why not? Or should I show you? Let's just open it. I can't wait. Thanks, man, for that fragrance. I really appreciate it. Right in front of you, first time ever smelling it. A new Jean Paul Gaultier Elixir. You like that noise? You'll love this noise. Whoa! The Holy Grail, baby. Look at that. He's killing the game. Oh my God. I don't even know if I should spray this. It looks terrifying. This is just a bonus, but oh, look at that sprayer. Ooh. Okay, this is, I'll have to wait on this. It's not an instant love, but oh yeah, it smells good. It's gonna be a banger. I'll let you know about this in a moment. We got to get back to the video because Nick needs to know. So the very best fresh fragrance to buy, if you can find Invictus Aqua, you might be able to find it for 80 bucks. It definitely lasts 8 hours long. But the one of the most complimented is called Untold. It smells like Baccarat Rouge 540. And this is definitely $40 fragrance that lasts 10 hours, 8 to 10 hours, and projects like a beast, and it is mass appealing. However, there is more that is better, and I want to show you this one. This is called Lou Cosmala, Thomas Cosmala number 4 Eau de Parfum, but this was $200. It is one of my most complimented fragrances. This very similar to this, and then I tried to look up for the small bottles and they're still $132, so you lost. This would be one of your top most complimented fragrances, Nick. And then me and Nick did a video and he didn't know anything about fragrances. Here's the video. We were at college battling this fragrance with another fragrance. He goes, "Can I have a bottle of Creed Aventus?" He thought it was like 80 bucks. I said, "Not this time, Nick, but here's a scent sprayer," and I sprayed it because he helped me make the video. This is the #1 complimented fragrance you should buy, but unfortunately, again, the price tag, your budget, your friend's budget needs to be bumped up to $125 at least. You'll get some killer fragrances. So the #1 fragrance to buy that I would recommend you is the one that we made a video with Nick earlier in college, and it's Club de Nuit Intense Eau de Parfum that lasts 10 hours and gets massive compliments.
I'm Ryan. Thank you.
And if you want to know the more details on this fragrance, you're going to have to find out next week and click on that to see last week's video.